Man, what's good, everyone? Hope everyone's having a blessed Friday evening. Thank God, or Friday night, depending whatever time zone you are in or at. Thank God it's Friday, man. I just wanted to come on and uh, basically just start to do more content, like me, JB, and the other brothers talked about. So going into the 2026 season, I want to talk about the young pass rushers, not the rookies, because they have to prove themselves, but the young established pass rushers, the ones been in the league for two, one to yeah, 1 to 3 or even 4 years, but they're still young, and then also the young rising ones, the ones that's been in the league for like 1 year or 2 years. So wanted to go ahead and get that out the way. JB, how you doing, brother?
Hey man, it's Friday night, bro, and I'm ready to talk some ball, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we're gonna start, and it's gonna be a short video, y'all, just to give you to see if y'all like the list, or and of course, um, in the comic section, please put if I missed anyone, because this is my list, by the way. Of course, I might not have every, but this is the list of the young pass rushers I've seen, I watched, and I like the game. Uh, So we're gonna start off with the young established pass rushers. And of course, on your way in, please make sure you hit the like button, share, subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. So enough said, man. Of course, it will be a disservice. I wouldn't know ball if wouldn't start off with Will Anderson Jr. He's only
Mm,
been in the league for like what, 3 years, and he already has 30 sacks.
a monster.
He,
Houston, man, Houston, they gonna knock it out the park with that one, man.
yeah, and then they shout out to Coach Ryan. He built around that defense around, well, of course, Will Anderson Jr., the centerpiece. But he a dog, man, no question. So y'all, I mean, if you haven't watched him or you haven't watched the Texas defense, especially if you love watching the defensive side of the ball, you doing yourself a disservice not watching this kid. Will Anderson Jr. is a beast, man, for real. Um, and just moving on, Jared Verse. Now we know he was um, with the LA Rams at one time, but he got traded
For Miles Garrett.
for Myles Garrett to the Cleveland Browns, so he now is a Cleveland Brown. Jarrett versus only been in the league for what 2 years, but he has established himself as a dangerous pass rusher, coming off the edge. Shoot, man, this dude he's got a high motor. Um, if you watch a couple of the clips of the Cleveland Browns camp or training camp, he's very animated, man, trying to pump his teammates up. Man, I like this dude.
Very good
But
leader.
very good leader. Now he got that Browns uniform on, so we can we going to play the Browns two times this year, of course, because they are a division rival. So we ain't looking for him to eat, but he's definitely nothing to sneeze at. I know a lot of Browns fans were mad. They wanted to keep Myles Garrett, but this young boy ain't nothing to sneeze at all. He can
Well,
come.
Miles Garrett wanted to leave, so he didn't want to be there anymore because the Browns wasn't just playing winning football. And I think Verse is good for their locker room. They're kind of like he's going to remind me in the future if he's healthy of a London Fletcher type player where he may not be the best player on the team, but he always gonna have that C on his chest, and he's gonna be good for the locker room.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to my homie, my brother Joseph Townsend. He said, "Welcome to welcome to the Smoke Stack Twin Show." Yes, sir. Appreciate you coming by, man. Appreciate you coming by. Oh,
Salute to
Hillside Bourbon
Joe.
Company in the building.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
All right, and then moving on. Speaking of Big Joe, Louisville alumni, one of his alumni brothers, Yaya Diaby. I wanted
Mm.
to. I knew the Ravens wasn't going to get him, but I felt like he was going to be he could have been a good Raven. Um, but Yaya Diaby is slowly established himself as a dangerous pass rusher coming off the outside for the Buccaneers. Um, he's one of those players like he's just a sponge. He's going to continue to get better.
Yeah, he's a problem. I've got a good look into him. Look at him when a couple of years ago when Baltimore played Tampa. He was a problem. He had speed coming out the outside. He's like what we talked about in the past shows. This generation's type edge,
Mm-hmm.
fast. You can put him coverage if you want to, and yeah. So Yaya is certainly an up and coming pass rusher.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. He's definitely a good player. What's how many sacks
And
did he have last year? He had
what
7.
college did he came from Louisville, right?
He was a Louisville Cardinal, yes sir, and he was a beast, man. But let's
Yeah,
move
he's
on.
pretty man. He a game wrecker, man. He a
He
game
definitely a
wrecker.
game wrecker. He definitely a game wrecker. Now, last year everybody was talking about Myles Garrett. How Myles Garrett was, um, he of course he broke the single season sack record. So of course he gonna do his thing. Myles Garrett gonna eat. But on the other side of the ball, who was holding his own, was Alex Wright.
Alex
Um,
Wright was nice.
yeah, Alex
He's
Wright is
right.
very solid. Um, uh, like I'm gonna put this example, and it's funny. It's an AFC example. How J not J, but how T.J. Watt has Ali Highsmith on the other side. That's
Mm-hmm.
what that's comparison to what the Browns had in Myles Garrett and Alex Wright, in my opinion.
Mm.
Alex Wright was very solid.
Yeah, he's a good. I mean, they got Jared Verse and Alex, and then Alex Wright on the other side. That's not a bad tandem right there, man.
No, it's not.
And like you said, like we're bringing up, they're both young.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, and we'll see what the Browns do with them, man. The
Yes.
Browns honestly been having a good defensive line as far as pass rushing. Miles included, of course. But their depth hasn't been bad either. A couple of years they had Clowney and yeah, but yeah, I like Alex Wright. He's solid.
Very solid. Tyree Wilson at Texas Tech. Um, a lot of people deem him to have be a 10 set guy. He hasn't hit that ceiling yet, but he's been showing
Uh,
flashes.
yeah, he shows flashes. He needs just need to be more consistent. Maybe he's over there with the Raiders now, right? And
Yeah, he's still
what
with the
was the
Raiders.
team? What was the team he was on before he got traded to the Raiders? Because I think he got traded mid-season, something like that.
Yeah.
Let me see, 1 second.
And you know who I forgot to put on the list, and Brent Fox gonna think I did it on purpose because they still. I forgot to put. I I'm just gonna say his name. Nick Herbig from the dude they drafted back in 2023. Um,
Tyree used to be with the Saints. That's right. He used to be with the Saints,
yeah,
and yeah, he just needs to be more consistent. He has all the tools to be good, but hopefully him at Las Vegas gives him. I don't know who else they
No, no,
got
no.
over
You got
there.
it backwards. You're right. He was with Vegas and now he with the Saints. He with the Saints now.
No, wait a minute.
Yeah, he with
I
the
think
Saints
I
now.
thought he was with the Saints. He was with the Saints now.
Yeah, he with the Saints. He
Yeah.
he was drafted by Vegas in 2023.
Oh, okay, okay. I stand corrected. Then. Yeah. It's okay. So yeah, he's with the Saints. So who the Saints got over there? They still got Cam, don't they? Cam is growing long in the tooth, ain't
Yeah, and that's probably one of the reasons why they brought him over. They went ahead and decided to get some young pass rusher over there.
he? You know what? That may be a genius ass trade because you know what nobody talks about to the Saints. The
Mm-hmm.
Saints know how to produce some decent pass rushers as long as they can keep them. Look at Trey Hendrickson. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So, and Coach even said he wasn't impressed with Trey when he was with the Saints, but I mean the Saints see talent. They know they see something in Tyree Wilson. So we'll see him, continue to blossom under in New Orleans with the Saints.
Yes, sir. And I should have put Jack Sawyer on the list as well for the Steelers.
Jack Sawyer he's going to be a good, but I think he's more of a rotational, and he's going to be a rotational. Well, for number one, because the Pittsburgh Steelers has a pretty loaded edge room, so they like you
Yeah,
said they got Nick Herbert over there. Uh, they got him.
Ali
They
Highsmith.
got TJ, and they got Highsmith. So
Yeah, they got people that know how to get after quarterback. So yeah, you're right.
hmm
And then now we're going into young rising pass rushers. So again, this is my list, y'all. So I have Donovan Izariku, and I'm probably butchering the young man's name, but I feel like it's coming. It's coming. A lot of people expecting him to have like a 7-8 sack a year last year in the rookie season, but
he couldn't do it by himself. He's the
right,
same situation with Mike Green, where since I think they were just expecting him and Parsons to eat together, to eat and get sacks together. But once they traded him,
Michael
and then
Parsons.
they had Michael Parsons and I can't. If my life depended on it, I couldn't name the other person they had over there. Yeah, yes, I can. I think they didn't have James Houston over there, your boy from Jackson State, in Dallas.
Yeah, they
Uh,
still have him over there.
but yeah, they had him and somebody else. But anyway, I think this year they bringing over what's the defensive tackle from they got that's
Packers.
always top five in the league from I know they got Rashawn Gary, but the defensive tackle from the Jets, that's a nose tackle. Um,
Williams.
he traded yes, him Williams.
Quentin Williams.
Him, Rashawn Gary Williams, they still got James Houston. I think he should get at least about 5, 6 sacks this year. And he can under their tutelage he can learn not only just how to run the rush the passes, but how to be a complete football player. I think he's from Boston College, ACC boy, right?
Right, sir.
Yeah, I knew I remember his name. He's gonna be good.
Okay. And then, of course, Abdul Carter. He
Yeah,
changed his
Abdul
number to
Carter.
number 3. Yeah, Abdul Carter, in my opinion, he's gonna. Uh, he definitely. I'm predicting he's gonna have a breakout season, especially with John Harbaugh. Um, in my opinion, he even though I'm not a fan of John Harbaugh, but he has did a good job of getting some pieces on that defensive line. to help out the pass rushers.
Yeah, he know how to get some good defensive players now and some special teamers. So uh, the Giants' defense is going to be interesting this year, and I think Carter is going to be one of those pieces that you look for, and especially because they got him in the first round. He's a first round draft pick, ain't
Last year, yeah.
he? Yeah. So um, yeah, now they got better pieces around the Giant. Giant is gonna. One thing I know about Giant, real quick,
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna be a culture builder. He don't ask him to do no X's and O's shit, but he's gonna be a culture builder, and he's gonna try to bring a winning culture to the New York Giants. So that is a positive for John Harbaugh, the Giants, and Abdul Carter.
Good luck. Anyway, yeah, but I'm looking for Abdul Carter to definitely do his thing. Um, our boy Mike Green
Mike
for the
Green.
ball.
Mike
So
Green is the same situation as Donovan with the Cowboys. People got hurt, and he had to do it himself. You know, we didn't have Metabuke. Um, we didn't have other pieces on the end. We traded Owe, right?
mhm, right.
And um, I think the game is he has great being around the corner. He can get around the corner. He need to work on his run stopping. Sometimes he can play too fast and overrun the play. He needs to get better at breaking down at the point of attack. But otherwise from that his pass rush is there. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna have help. We got Trey Hendrickson. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna have uh, what's our boy name from Ole Miss,
Oh, to Tavius Robertson.
Tavius Robinson is gonna be looking good. You know what I'm saying? We got Metabuke back, Campbell in the interior. To push that pocket so the QBs can't step up into the pocket so he can get them when he go around the corner. So Mike Green, we expecting him to do his thing this year, man. At least 7 sacks. You know,
At least. I agree with you. At least. At least.
I'll say 5 to 7 to be fair.
And then don't forget Travis Jones in that middle that to help
I
break
mean,
them.
yeah, we got a kind of deep defensive line room, and who? Let's just real quick. Who we got? Our edges again. We got Trey, right? We got
Mm-hmm.
Trey. We got Mike. We
Yeah.
got Robinson, and I'm missing somebody.
Of course, we drafted the young boy Zion Young.
That's what I'm missing. But he a rookie, so you don't count.
All right. And then, of course, we got a decent Isaac, but he haven't played enough to know what he is.
He can't stay healthy. He's always in the blue tent, and yeah, I'm these them Penn State um, defensive ends, man. I mean,
Either you hit
some
a
of
home
us,
run or it's
yeah,
you disappointed. So yeah,
yeah,
you're
it's
right.
it's a crapshoot with them. But he's one of those people. He got all the tools. You know what I'm saying? He looks the part, but he got to stay on the field, man.
Facts. But going back to Mike Green's going to be. You see, we saw the talent even with the decimated defense. You saw him. Of course, he got stonewall a couple of times, but we expected that him be a rookie.
He had the
Now with the
experience. He got the experience that grown ass man experience. He think he
right
was gonna, some that happens. Welcome to the NFL moment.
facts, and We're gonna go to Latu for the Colts, man. This dude is an athlete, bro.
Yeah, man. I seen him. I seen him when watching the Colts play. You know, uh, he got an interception when he went back in coverage.
He had
And he can
three
get after the
interceptions.
quarterback.
He had 3 interceptions
Yes,
last year.
yes. So he's one of those players. He can do it. He can cover. You know, he's decent. I want to say he's pretty decent in run stopping. But what the Colts drafted him for was pass rush. Now, what was his stats last year? Was it about five sacks?
Let
Look
me
that up
see.
for me, Jared.
I'm looking that up now. But yeah, he definitely is a. I think the Colts definitely hit a home run with this young.
I like Latu.
And I spelled his first name wrong. My apologies.
Players mess up.
But yeah, he had 8 sacks. So 2024 he
Okay,
had
that's a
4,
good.
and then last year he had 8.5 sacks.
So he's been in the league for 2 years, and he's making that improvement. That's fantastic. He had 4 his rookie year, 8 last year. So now I'm expecting, since he was one of when he got drafted, especially that's Pop's team, the Indianapolis Colts. You know we we after we did research with him. Shout out to Emery Hunt. Was one of my favorite people we scouted. So this is not a surprise. So
Yeah,
I'm expecting like 10 sacks for him this year.
Yeah, Beast coming out of UCLA. And then, so I will say this, Quiddy Pay better step up.
Quiddy Payne ain't over there no more. Yeah, Quiddy Payne with
I
the
ain't,
Colts no more.
I ain't surprised.
Michigan,
Michigan defensive edge, yeah.
Yeah, they just like Penn State. Either you hit a home run or you're gonna miss badly. You're gonna strike out. I mean that's hindsight 2020. You can say that by anybody, but the reason why we say Penn State and Michigan be having these monsters that end and then they don't pan out in the NFL. So
yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. Chop Robinson. Now Chop Robinson was injured last year, so we really don't know. He really couldn't show his skills, but I put him on the list. I think he'll show why the Dolphins picked him in the first round. What you think about Chop Robinson, JB?
He's with the Dolphins, so I didn't get a good look at him. I know he was injured last year. I have to do my homework on Chop. I ain't gonna lie. I know Big Joe liked him. He was high up on him, but since he was with the Dolphins and he got hurt on him, I know he was that dude and one of the dudes that a lot of people like coming out of college, but
in 2024 he had 6 sacks, and then last year, but he got injured, he only had 4. So it's gonna be interesting with Chop Robinson, but y'all keep an eye out on Chop. You never know. Now people always talk about good luck to Chop. Now with this next young man, Jalix Hunt, everybody's talking about that Eagles defensive line, and the other linebackers. But this young boy, Jalix Hunt, he's a dog. So if his numbers go up as well.
Yeah, so Jalix is one of those ends for the Eagles got, and Eagles for the past couple of years where they just put them out of rotation on your ass and never miss a beat because they got 2 monsters on the inside. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna push the pocket where it's going to be hard for you to step up. And so all the ends got to do is just get around the corner. So I think this young boy has been eating off of that. And what's his stats from last year and the year after that? Year.
Or from what and my computer is going slow. From what I'm seeing, he had what I saw, he had 6 sacks last year.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
6.5
So that's
sacks
probably
last
just
year.
rotate as a rotational player. That's damn good. Yes.
And they picked a jewel.
So
He's out of Houston Christian.
okay, small school.
Yeah.
Like
So
we be trying to tell folks there'll be good players everywhere. You just gotta get off your lazy ass and look. You know,
facts.
like like what you and Coach were talking about on the HBCU fanatic yesterday. So
Yes, sir. And also, I'm not gonna lie. That UR Bernard, that Nigerian dude that never played down in football, but he's like built like a I don't want to say Greek guy because that's a brother, like a Nubian guy.
hmm
Man, that brother, like he's sick. What 6'6", 300 and something pounds, no fat, bro. And there's people saying in practice, of course, they lot of the coaches saying it's still going to be a long ways for him to get everything packed down. But a lot of people are impressed with him, what he's learned, how fast he's catching on. I heard he already got in training camp, he already got a sack, his first sack.
damn, he got
Of
them
course,
their ancestor strength.
yeah. So we don't know if that was against, the third or second string, but that's still good because he went against people that have been playing ball since probably damn near Pop Warner. So that's pretty damn good.
Hey, Hunt, and just looking at Hunt's highlights here, Hunt will pick your ass off too and run it back.
Yeah.
So he just one of that like we've talked about in the Southern Baller Show before. New breed of defensive end that will not only stop the run, rush the passer, run you down, but will intercept you and take it back to the house. So,
Yeah, most of these dudes are outside linebackers, but these are pass rushers. They can be outside linebackers or defensive ends, depending on what. Like me and Coach been saying, depending on what scheme. Jonah Ellis. So his brother plays. His twin brother plays for New England, and I believe his
mm.
twin brother's a Pro Bowl. So, but I'm looking for Jonah to have a big year as well.
Okay, Jonah. Now, I know Jonah was part of that Jesse Mentor's defense last year, and a lot of people say he had a lot of no names on that defense balling, and I guess he's one of them because I'm not familiar with Jonah like that. You gonna have to school me on him, Jerry.
You said Jonah was on Jesse Mentor?
No, was that he's that a Charger or Denver? He's on Denver.
Denver.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah. He was on
Yeah,
Denver.
so he's on that Denver defense, man. Last year, I know they got what's that defensive end where he
Nick
that boy that
Nick Benito.
but Nick Benito on the other side. So man, yeah, but that Denver defense is good as well. So yeah, and I think I remember his name a couple of times, but I've been just watching, Nick Benito and
And they D line ain't nothing to sneeze. They got Zach Allen, Nick Benito. Um, pretty solid. No, very. They of course had one of the best defenses last year. So, um,
he
I
come out
believe
of
Jonah.
Utah.
Yeah, so
That's right. He
Jonah.
come out of Utah.
Right. So I believe Jonah is going to continue to eat or improve. in my opinion.
Okay, Jonah.
Now, next we have Tennessee Titan on the list is Jalen Harrell. And now everybody know, Tennessee Titans haven't been doing all that great, but I believe this young boy will and his numbers will improve as well. Last year he had a breakout season. He had 4.5 sacks in his sophomore year.
4.5 sacks.
Yeah, because he was drafted in 2024. He ain't get no sacks. But last year he finally started some games and he was able to register some sacks.
And he a Michigan Wolverine too. So
yeah.
I just hope he's consistent and build on it. Well, like I said, he's been them coming from a program that they breed defensive players, period. But they hopefully their talent translate to the NFL. He got 4 sacks in his second year, so hopefully he just continues with it. But as far as that, like I said, as just watching him, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, ain't nobody was watching Titans last year.
I bet, like Big Joe said, I bet you will this year because you miss football so much. But
yeah,
but
I was depressed with my own team. To be honest with you.
But I'm not even gonna mention the established pass rushers, but out of the young young rising pass rushers, who we know about Abdul Carter. You can't say Abdul Carter, but who other than Abdul Carter do you expect to have a drastic bump in his sack numbers or production?
I'm gonna be a homer. I don't give a damn. I want Mike Green to be that guy that takes the next step. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody keeps talking about, what Trey Hendrickson gonna do, but I'm expecting Mike Green, to do his thing.
Yeah, I can see why you say that.
And
like I said, Mike Green has the tools. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And a second one that's not a homer, I would say Donovan. No, I take that back. Either Donovan or Latu. I'll say Latu.
You took mine. Latu. Yeah, I think his numbers are going to just shoot up as well. He's mine. And my backup is, I want to say, believe it or not, Chop Robinson. I just feel like Chop Robinson didn't get the opportunity to show, because he was hampered a little bit by injuries last year.
Well, just hopefully the brother stay healthy, so he can show everybody his talent.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. But y'all, we just wanted to come on here just to do a little quick fun video about what the young upcoming, in my opinion, in my list, pass rushers to look out for in 2026. If you have some that I may have missed or some you think we should look out or I should look out for, please put it in the chat comment section. We'll gladly I would love to look at those players and look them up. I probably already know them, but they wasn't on my list. But JB, appreciate you coming on, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, share, subscribe, man. But shout out to the mighty LDBC. Y'all be blessed.
Y'all be blessed, man. Peace.
Sure will. What's up, man? We just ended, but I appreciate you, brother.